Welcome to Kadambari Solutions, and I'm Sneha Harish. So, today, what are we going to look about? We've seen sudden changes in our life, sudden disasters. We always try to blame it on others, but it's never always others. Astrologically, we see lot of doshas in our astrological charts as per planets. But what are those doshas? It's nothing but your own karmic patterns which you keep following. Now, why does karmic pattern happens? Because there is something which we are failing to learn or we are failing to not actually recognize. So, today we are going to in depth look at the karmic patterns which we all go through in different walks of our life. Because there are certain places where karma hits you much harder than what you expect. So let us look at that pattern which we all can negate and get our life into track. So there are different doshas as per astrology, which is Pitru dosha, Sarpa dosha, ancestral doshas. There could be different kind of doshas. When you go to an astrologer, you must be listening to. But what are those doshas and why it affects each of us in different ways? So karma hits you in major five places of your life. One is your health. One is your career, your relationship, your wealth, and your children. If we all figure out the patterns to be removed from these five major places in our life, we can have a smooth and a beautiful life which we all want. Have you ever wondered why money comes into your life but never stays? You keep chasing money and it never comes to you. Or it comes, but it goes equally fast. You go to heights and you again fall back. Every few years, you go through the same pattern or same struggle of your wealth. You trust wrong people and get into losses. Why does this happen? Keep thinking on that much deeply. You are putting your 100% hard work. Your ideas are wonderful. But why is that your business not working? Why is that wrong people walk into your life? Why speculations just in 1 second you lose all your money? This in astrology we call it as wealth karmic blocks or karmic patterns. These wealth blocks or these patterns are always from your past life. It could be your family patterns where it keeps happening to each one of your siblings in your family or even your cousins, which we call as Pitradosh, or it could be called as your wealth blocks. Keep noticing this. If this is happening to you, you really need to work on your astrological chart and your karmic patterns to be removed from your health and wealth. These patterns often indicate the blueprint from your past life. Your soul is actually making you realize what are your past karmic patterns with wealth. Or it could be your ancestral patterns, it could be your own siblings going through the same pattern in a family. So, how do you address it? How do you recognize it? The important indications are sudden wealth gain but sudden losses. Money never stays in your hand. You are into speculations and money just goes off. So let us look at which are these major planets who actually play your karmic wealth blocks, which you can work on them and have a smooth sailing wealth flow in your life. When we look at karmic patterns, three major planets always play major roles in your karmic issues. Let's start with Rahu and wealth blocks. Now, what does Rahu do? Rahu gives you illusion. Rahu gives you sudden money. It shows you what you cannot do, and but at the same time takes away all your money and puts you low in confidence. Speculations. In 1 minute, your account is in plus. In the second, it gets you to minus. So Rahu is illusion. It gets you everything but removes very quickly. On the other hand, Ketu detaches you from money. Ketu never makes you happy with money because Ketu is a spiritual planet. You may just not feel contented in your life even if you have loads of money. Ketu just makes you feel very hollow from inside. So you are not driven to earn money or towards materialistic life. So that also is an imbalance. Looking at the third strongest karmic planet, Saturn. Now, Saturn, when it comes to wealth, what happens? Saturn Mahadasha. You're working hard, you're disciplined, but there is no reward immediately. Saturn is a slow planet. Saturn never gives you immediate wealth. But if you are consistent in your hard work, that pattern can be broken. Saturn gives you long term stability. There is no wealth which Saturn cannot give you, but there is lot of patience required when it comes to Saturn and breaking the odd negative patterns of wealth into your life. When we speak about wealth, we always talk about karmic patterns on wealth. We spoke about the three major planets, but there is a very, very important planet in your astrological chart which needs to be seen and addressed. That's none other than Jupiter, Guru. When in a chart, Jupiter is strong or Jupiter is placed correctly, Jupiter can give you lot of abundance, prosperity, wealth. Wealth doesn't mean only money. It is your house, your vehicle, your prosperity in all angles. So if you have a correct Jupiter placed, you can see that there is a constant flow of money and income in your life. So, Jupiter is a very strong planet when it comes to wealth. Accumulation of wealth is very much connected to a good Jupiter. So, you have to see in your chart how your Jupiter is placed or how you can make your Jupiter stronger. When we talk about wealth, there is the most unexpected planet which gives you very strong wealth accumulation. That is Mercury. When you see Mercury, Mercury is a very, very important planet when it comes to accumulation of wealth or breaking your old karmic pattern because Mercury is communication. Mercury gives you good decision power. For a business or for a wealth decision, we need both of them, a good communication to grab good opportunities and also to take correct good financial decisions. Your Mercury needs to be strong in your chart. If it's not strong, what it indicates? It indicates your old karmic past life pattern. How to break it, how to make it good. There is always a solution for everything. Let us look at how do we make all these planets more positive and have a constant flow of wealth and remove the negative patterns even if it's an ancestral old pattern of wealth blocking. On an astrological term, or when you see a person's astrological chart, there are different combinations when it actually fits into showing us sudden money flow into their life and sudden losses. That has to be detailed, looked into each individual's chart and given remedy for. But let us look at some small and simple remedies which you can do for each planet to break your karmic patterns towards wealth. For Saturn, have self discipline. Financial discipline is very, very important when it comes to Saturn. So, that is the first practice which you need to do. Then you can donate into a blind school on Saturdays. That really helps when it comes to Saturn. When it comes to Rahu, you need to have very, very correct way of earning money. No sudden speculations. Make sure that you do not run behind quick money. That is the practice which you need to put in your day to day life. Feed cats for Rahu on Wednesdays for abundance of wealth. For Ketu, the simple remedies do not get too much attached to wealth. Wealth will flow into your life. Wealth is a major part of your life, but do not be greedy about it. So, for Ketu, you need to do do some meditation or get into spirituality to have that abundance flow of wealth. When it comes to Jupiter, what do we do? On Thursdays, donate some money to an old age home. Respect your elders, and you will see the burden will start coming down. For Mercury, donate books into an orphanage or for needy children. These are simple remedies anyone can do and anytime you can do, and you will see these blockages getting removed from your life. But there are more to it where you need to have a detailed analysis on your type of karmic patterns, what you carry with connected to wealth.